Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This is your host, not son, baby, and this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. I want to talk about something that every man wants in life. You dig? And that something has nothing to do with cars, clothes, the biggest house, women, sex, money. Hell, not even respect. Hell, not even self-respect. Now, I don't know every man on the planet. That goes without saying, but this is based on my opinions, my views, my perspectives, my experiences, and also from the views, opinions, perspectives, and experiences from others, and also based on a recent poll and statistic that was made about something that people want the most in life. You dig? And that something is, I'm going to give you a second to answer. Time's up. That something is status. Yes, it's status. I want to talk about the man specifically. Every man, for the most part, of course, every man does not want to feel irrelevant. We want to feel like we matter in life. We want to feel relevant, have a sense of importance, that VIP treatment, you dig? And, men will lose their respect and self-respect in order to get status, because status trumps respect. Now, what do I mean by that? People won't have respect for you, but just because you have status, they'll treat you a certain way. They may talk bad behind your back, but just because you may have a certain prestige, a certain relevancy about yourself, they'll treat you differently when they're in front of you. They'll kiss the same ass that they kick. You dig? And that's why people will go broke to get status. That's why people will want to be famous before they get the money. They want the celebrity, but they don't want the money. They'll go broke just to get status, just to get that VIP treatment, just to be relevant, just to matter in society. And, all of us, for the most part, we want to live. We don't want to merely exist in this world. We want to live and not really exist. It's like we're just there not doing anything. You dig? Listen, family, the game is so cold that you'll have chicks sleep with dudes who have an STD. They know these dudes have an STD, but just because he has status, they'll still sleep with him. That's how cold the game is. And, men, you see these celebrities, you see these athletes, or even the everyday person, they'll lose themselves just to get status, just to matter in life, just to feel relevant in life. They'll lose themselves and go broke in their status. You know what I'm saying? Just because they want the privilege to gain access to a certain higher, echelon in life, and I saw it during my college years. I saw it when I was in college. You had dudes who were lame. They were square. They had no game. They couldn't get women if their lives depended on it. But as soon as they pledged a fraternity, then damn, it was like, boom, all that changed. They put on some colors. They got a nickname, and, they got a jacket on with the Greek letters, and all of a sudden they're Superman. They're not Clark Kent anymore. You dig? It's crazy. It's wild. It's like this is the same dude that you shitted on, but just because he's in a frat, you want to give him some buns. You know what I'm saying? You want to give him some cheeks. It's like the chicks didn't want him, but just because he pledged, he has a certain prestige, he has status on campus. Now all of a sudden he's the man. And that's why men in general, they want to join fraternities. They want to join these so-called secret societies. They want a profession where they could put on a uniform so they could have a certain status or prestige. You have dudes, they'll take penitentiary chances to get some status, to get a reputation, even if what they're doing may disgrace their family and themselves in the process of chasing that clout chasing for status. It doesn't matter if they're facing a million years behind bars. It doesn't matter if they're, maybe pushing up daisies 6 feet deep in the cemetery as long as they get status. It doesn't matter that they may be bound in a wheelchair because, they may get into some beef, unnecessary drama just to get some status, just to be the man in their hood, just to be the man on their block, just to be the man in their city, just to be the man in their state, just to be the man in their region, just to be the man in their country, across country reputation, or just to be known worldwide. A certain level of respect. You know what I'm saying? Even though they may not get respect when they lose their dignity and self-respect in order to get the status, people will still see the status as a form of respect, even if you degrade yourself to get that status. You know what I'm saying? It's like even it happens on a minor level, even on Facebook, on social media. Like there's been times when I've gotten asked just because I was a Facebook admin of a group. And it wasn't like I wanted to be an admin just to get women, just to get sex out of women, or just to get this level of so-called prestige. It was because, I was asked to become a status to help hold down the group. But it's crazy that once you become an admin, it's like you become a celebrity, especially when you're an admin of a popular group. Like if that group is popping, challenge. It's like you're gonna get all types of, leeway to do certain things that you wouldn't be able to do if you were a quote unquote regular member. You did. It's crazy how life flows that way. So that's why you have dudes, they may degrade themselves just to get a certain level of status. They don't care about how people view them. It's like, well, I got status, I got the access, I could do something that you can't do. So that's what every man wants. They want to be a part of the status quo. You dig? Whether it's a Facebook group, whether it's on campus, whether it's on the job. You're on the job, you have a title, but that title doesn't mean anything if you're not getting paid according to that title, or if you're not getting that increase, that raise, that salary that complements your title. It's like I got a title, I feel like I'm important. It's like people want the title and not the income that comes with the title, not the prosperity that comes with the title. And that goes back to men wanting status, want to feel important. That's why dudes, they call themselves the boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm the boss. I'm the general. I'm this, I'm that. But how you a boss when you're working for somebody else? You're working for somebody else and you're a boss. How? You call yourself a general, but you have no army. How? You call yourself a king, but you're acting like a peasant. How? How you're a king? You know what I'm saying? It's like how you're a general, how you're a boss. You like the title because it gives you a certain level of prestige and your mind. So, I just wanted to talk to the family about something that every man wants, and that's status. Even on the minor level, not even on the major level, it's about status. It's about feeling important in life. It's about living and not existing. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Because who am I to say it's a bad thing? If you're comfortable with having status, then that's on you. I would just say, don't lose yourself to get status. And then you become depressed because you lost yourself to the point where you can't even find yourself again. You dig? And don't get it to that point where, you went off the deep end. You jumped off the cliff, whether literally or figuratively, just to get status, just to get celebrity, just to get famous. And you have nothing to show for it. You dig? You're celebrity rich, but you're spiritually bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to talk to the family right quick on this episode of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, Nasun, baby. Check out my website, www.nasunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. all that good stuff. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swinguppodcast@gmail.com. That's swinguppodcast@gmail.com, and hit me up with any questions and or concerns that you may have that could be addressed on a future episode. You dig? And on that note, until next time, peace.